Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting set of Yomi. This is Mystic Juicer commentating. We've got the playoffs, a playoff set between Bob199 and Malorian Thug. We've got Lum versus DeGrey. Can't remember which conference this is in. Surprised to see Lum. Bob plays a number of characters. I think he's most well known for playing a very strong Zane. Malorian Thug playing a mix of DeGrey, primarily DeGrey, Grave, and Trock. And I was just looking at a little bit at the stats for both of these players across all tournament results since the first International Yomi League. Bob has had a 1-5 record versus DeGrey, so 1 win, 5 losses, and an 8-2 record versus Grave. So I really expected to see Zane actually come out against DeGrey. And looking at Mal's stats, he's 12-12 versus Zane's, 5-3 with Grave, and 6-9 with DeGrey. So I was expecting to see kind of an odd, I guess the standard kind of counterpick for Malorian Thug might have been to move to a Grave, although Trock would also have been an option. Although looking at his stats, I don't think he's played Trock versus Zane very often in tournament play. Not sure why exactly, as that's kind of widely considered a very strong counterpick to Zane. But so we could have seen this kind of interesting rotation as Bob playing Zane, switching over to versus Malorian Thug's DeGrey, and if Malorian Thug loses, moving to Grave, which is a matchup that Bob is actually more comfortable in overall with all of his characters. In any case, talking about the match that's actually happening right now, we've got Lum versus DeGrey. It's an interesting pick, I think. Lum has a really strong game against, or I should say, Lum has a really weak throw game. He's got some fast throws, but generally doesn't deal very much damage. Especially the faster his throws are, the less damage they deal. And with DeGrey having a really powerful recurring ace that allows him to full combo off of a successful dodge, I think it's kind of an odd for me choice for Bob to be playing a character who doesn't have strong throws. Okay, wow, nice dodge by Bob there, getting the AA, dodging a heap of damage, dealing a fair amount of damage in return. Nice bit of life lead here, 32 health up, 6 cards in hand. Malorian Thug recharging with aces. Both of these players going to be at 7 cards in hand next turn. So DeGrey's not going to get a ton of value off of his innate, his moral high ground ability, which deals extra damage off of aces and face cards. Nice. Dodges the 7. 7.4 speed. Okay, so the 7 is basically the most brutal counter to DeGrey's point counterpoint, his spinning 7 attack / throw. It would have been beaten clean by Naked Pile Bunker, but was also beaten by Dodge into Pile Bunker, so not a bad bit of damage there. This is also an interesting matchup to pick Lum in, as Lum is sort of widely considered to really want to go to high hand, which even though Malorian Thug doesn't play a low hand grave or prefers to play a higher hand grave, um, he can safely do that at sort of 8 or 9 cards. If Lum is sitting at 11 or 12 and get just insane payoff off of his innate. But maybe Bob knows something that I don't. So it's also possible that he was expecting a Troc or Grave counterpick to sort of the main character he plays of Zane. Nice. Gets the 8 throw. Just pumps with 1. Fair amount of stuff played. Has already lost a considerable amount of face cards. Still hanging on to about a 30 health lead. Nice. Undercut with the king for 11. Oh, never mind. Nope. Misread the relative life totals. Haven't seen any aces played by Bob yet. Just building some hand. So Lum's normals are just slightly faster than DeGrey's, although he does not have a 2 attack. All of that faster speed, nice, catches the ace dodge. All of those anything faster than a 3 is going to be covered by his incredible recurring face cards, which are all very good speed. Having a Sub-Zero Q as a pumpable Q reversal, deal up to 16 damage, and then recur if he flips something favorable for a roll of the dice. Okay, gets a 6 undercut. I think okay, yeah, Bob playing either around point counterpoint, throws, or naked pile bunker there. Haven't seen a lot of throws from Mal so far, if I'm remembering correctly. On the playback, we'll see like 9 throws in a row. I'll just look like a foolish person. Nice. Lorian Thug getting the 8, undercutting a gutsy 9 throw. He's gonna face down. Okay. I think probably happy to put him on his back there. I think as Malthug, you have to consider that aces are in hand and could come out here. Although I guess any other face card would also do. Okay, just the 1 king. Does get to keep it though if he wants. Life totals evened up. Bob is, I think, 2 good combats away from 0 hit points. Same thing for Malthug. Don't believe we've seen any power-ups for aces. Another K undercut. Thing with DeGrey is that he does not have a 4 attack, so those relatively high normals are meant to catch a naked 5 or 6. Ooh, very nice ace dodge. That is absolutely the move you want to. Holy smokes. That's brutal. Gets the 21 off the blackjack. That's nuts. I don't think I've ever actually seen that happen. And yeah, so deals 21 damage and gets to keep both the 10 and the ace. Pretty much the most brutal possible combination that he could have gotten off of that. Holy shit. Gets the 7 damage off the ace. Okay, this Lum thing is starting to make sense to me now. And not just because Bob was planning to hit amazing blackjacks, but his Lum's sevens will absolutely do work in this matchup if DeGrey plays low hand, especially because he retains those aces over a larger period of time than most other characters would. Very smart. Nice. Undercuts the AA for the win. Beauty play. Game 1 for Bob. Interesting to see if Mal switches out or sticks with DeGrey. Okay. Feels okay in this matchup. Relatively quick round, too. That, man, that blackjack, that was brutal. That really put in some work. 3J. Yeah, DeGrey lacking any linkers, so 3 is either going to lead into nothing, or AA or J. Or K. I think K is also... Yeah, K's an ender as well, so could lead into that. Definitely want to hang on to those for reversal purposes, though, in this matchup as they undercut Q. Nice. Nice to get rid of an ace early. Especially if he decides to RNG as well as he did last game. Wow, oh man. The ultimate insult to that round would have been if he had immediately been able to poker flourish for blackjack to close it out. Okay, get to throw stuffed. JKK. Strong 18 points of damage. Life totals even. Lum on very low cards. Gets rid of a poker flourish as well. Definitely don't want to see those go. Oh right, but retains the face cards, so he's really at 8 cards. Never mind. Lum, everybody. Nice. Dodges the king. What do we have for follow-up? Okay. Just into king. Nice 14 damage off of a dodge. Very respectable. Flips the Joker. That's just karma evening things out a little bit for last game. Lum likes to make things interesting. Okay, Bob moving to blocking a little bit, feeling like he's discouraged Lorian Thug's throw game. He has not played aggressively to block. Yep. preferring to play a mix of a few lots of throws and attacks with a few dodges sprinkled in to catch punishes, to great success in last game. Very nice. Feels so good to land that raw. just 14 damage and knockdown if you want it. See if he follows this up. Yeah, going for the damage. Very nice. 28 off of 3 cards. Not bad at all. Average of just over 10 damage a card. One of those cards was a 5. Just brutal damage output. Okay. Big 5 attack there. Bob playing less face cards than you would play against, and I think a lot of other characters, just because the recurring ace dodge is so strong. Just as I say that, plays the second J, or first J that he recurred. Loses a 6th throw. Getting close to the danger zone here. With 9 cards in hand, DeGrey probably has access to a fair number of his tools. Ace dodge is always a possibility. And there we are. Catches a lusty 5. Definitely face down on this. I'm not sure if Mal believes it or just plays a throw to get knocked down. I've already seen the one Joker go, and there's 34 cards left in the deck, so... Do you risk it? Try to close it out? Fairly sure, yeah. Is going to leave it at just the Q, so at least he gets the knockdown, even if it is a Joker, but luckily for Mal, it is not. Deals a brutal 15 damage with that Q. I haven't seen any troublesome rhetorics played by Mal yet. Very nice. Just plays the mix-up normal. No weird stuff. That is close to game. That is... Oh no, that is game. Right, yeah. Forget that his 2s deal 4 damage as well. Very nice. Convincing game there by Mal. And now we see if we see some different characters here. So again, as I mentioned, historically has not had great results versus DeGrey in tournament setting, as far as I can tell. Has Bob? These 2 players have met before, and okay, there we see the Zane. They have met before, and he didn't play Zane against Malorian Thugs DeGrey. He played a mix of, I can't remember exactly what characters. I think Persephone and Vendetta, actually, and has I believe an 0-3 record against Malorian Thug. Not sure what tournament they met in. Nice 6v6 block. We're going to high hand, boys. So Zane has very strong damage output. He also has very high normals. Assuming he gets to put DeGrey on his back, he has a very strong game plan with his mix-up normals at 1.0 speed, only beaten by DeGrey, beaten by successful correctly placed blocks, as well as DeGrey's king. Whew. Big damage off of this. 23 off of a throw and 3 cards. Goes down to 5 cards. Has a fair life advantage here. Zane does have his incredible 5 throw. The only risk there being that the happier he gets with that, the more just a raw attack opener by DeGrey gets value. Nice, flips the king. It's free 10 damage and knockdown off of this. 7 card hand. DeGrey's blocks. Fair even, no, mostly on his evens. Only has 2 odd blocks. Does play that one. Gets switched up by the 6. Turns over a Q. Hopefully has a jack in hand so he can continue the vortex. Nine J. 9J would be gross. Okay. Interesting combo there. Just wants to cash out the damage. Back in neutral. Mal once again having access to his aces if he has any in hand, his ace dodges. Nice. Very good combat win for Mal there. Gets some free damage in, knockdown on Zane. 8 cards to 7. Fairly even life totals. With the amount of damage these guys put out. Okay, now we see the troublesome rhetorics. Really mean mix-up here for Mal. Oh, nice! Gets around the Joker. This is gonna hurt. Yep. 15 damage and back on your back. Life total still very even. Again with troublesome rhetoric. Six cards in hand. If he's got a J, might be worth playing the attack into this. Gets crossed up. It's gonna hurt. Never mind. Not much off the 3. But you do get a card draw. Deal the 4 damage. Life total still very even. Hands very, very even. Yeah. Lorien Thug going back to building some hand. Probably doesn't have the tools he needs to close it out. And Bob has not been very aggressive with his throw game thus far. And just like that, gets the point counterpoint. He's got AA. This could be a fairly significant amount of damage. Nope. Closing the distance. Bob conserving Joker if he has it. He's already played the 1. Yeah. Helping build Mal's hand. Seven undercuts a lot of good, a lot of damaging openers by DeGrey. Beats his 7 either side, and also beats Pile Bunker. A lot of dodges from Bob so far this game. Getting close to the, yeah, there you go. Hate to see it happen. That point counterpoint is all kinds of brutal. It's going to get the card draw off of this normal attack. And then hope for aces. Wow. So no follow-up and no face down whatsoever from Bob. I suppose it wouldn't have been lethal in any case, but it would have been very, very close. And then any Ks he might have in hand become incredibly dangerous. That Mal might have in hand become incredibly dangerous. Even the J beats all of Zane's face cards at low health if it's lethal. Of course, Zane's K wins attack-attack exchanges, assuming that one of the players doesn't die. Nice! With the 9 throw, the 9est of throws. Ooh. Flipping the ace could be significant damage here. Having to think of whether he wants to go for knockdown or close it out with, or pile the AA on. Yeah, goes for damage. 25 is not bad at all. Getting 24 off of a combat win. Not the hardest thing for Zane to do, I think. Base cards, yes, Q deals 7, his J deals 9, so there's your 16. Any of his throws deal 6 damage is 22, so almost. Nice, gets around the pile bunker. Going to be into K. Oh, flips another ace. Did he have the next one? Nope. It's K and knockdown. Yeah, no Creator and Destroyer. Mal really hasn't shown him a hand that he should be afraid of. Being unable to follow, or unable or unwilling to follow up the last couple of combat wins. So don't want to risk him getting some more options in hand. Nice gutsy block there. 14 damage is definitely easy peasy for Zane to do. Anything and to throw into anything, pretty much. Especially with 2 cards, 2 free combat options flipped on a successful win. But Mal hasn't played any kings so far, so Definitely playing around that or Panic Joker. Both of these characters within lethal range of each other. Assuming Mal has been able to draw one of the face card tools that he would need. Possible timer there. Nice. Gets the ace dodge off. Unless there's a joker, this could well be it. Yeah, go for lethal. Okay, wouldn't have been lethal. Interesting. Just not believing. Especially considering the first joker played. Only 5 cards in hand and still 21 cards left in the deck. Good odds that that it wouldn't have been. Now just needs to deal 4 damage. Still very winnable by Bob. Can't win off of a dodge because we've got 3 aces in the discard. The maximum he can deal is 9. Very nice combat win there. And unless the joker comes out... Oh, wow. Okay. If Mal has the joker... He does not. Nice. Very nicely played. That was a tense set. Holy smokes. Really came down to the wire. Okay, points on the board. Here we go to Grave. Yeah, I don't think that Mal thinks either he's not confident in the matchup or he doesn't think he doesn't think it's as advantaged as Grave versus Zane is. The matchup chart on the forums does paint a pretty brutal picture. One maintained by Photics. Should know how to pronounce that. Has it as Zane's worst matchup. It's something like, I think it's at least 6-4 for Troc. But there has been some discussions on the forums about whether that's maybe inflated, and Zane has a better chance than it would previously seem. I believe Grave versus Zane is also advantaged for Grave. And Mal has a pretty mean Grave. Undercut by the 2. That gross 2 at 2.3 speed just does a lot of work in a lot of different matchups. Flips the 3 so he can actually combo into something. Interesting. Yeah, no, I mean, not a bad idea to joker whenever. As typically Zane is going to follow up any of his combos because it's so easy for him to do that. Any of his throws acting as linkers, of course. And generally wanting to go for knockdown as early as possible, especially with a high card hand. So we've lost 2 fireballs and a joker so far. Nice block. Double advantage here for Mal because he gets knowing the opponent off as well. See what he reveals. Okay. So strong incentive here. Actually, a very kind of difficult call, I think, for Bob in this situation. The 5 attack will beat any block and any throw, and the block will beat any of his attacks. So a true difficult mix-up. Of course, any of Bob's attacks are going to beat the 5 revealed as a combat option. Okay, here we go. Grave straight setup. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It's I feel, to quote the artists of our time, I feel stormy weather coming in. About to begin. See what's in Bob's hand. Okay. K's. No aces. Has the 5 throw. Lots of dodges. Lots of different options. No, with 11 cards in hand, be really surprised if he didn't have one of the tools he needed. Gets undercut by the 7. Brave 7. Have to assume with 2 ace power up that 2 Power of Storms is on deck. Evens up the life totals, gets the knockdown. Probably Creator and Destroyer here. Nope. Okay. Nice. Gets beaten by the Q. So possible at this point that he actually doesn't have the 3 aces in hand. Or just unwilling to risk it in the knockdown situation because the dodge play is also very strong. Catches a greedy 7. I think you have to face down in this situation. Otherwise, you're really... Okay. Alright. Made the call that he did not have it, and was correct. But now he definitely has a 3rd ace. Race is in hand, 42 health on the board. Anything into teapots is going to be lethal. 1 joker played. 31 cards in deck. Probably see, so we've got a 1 in 4 chance, roughly, that Bob has the other joker in his hand. See how Mal plays this out. He plays a strong throw game off of the threat of nope, just murder him. Just play it and kill him, because he has been very greedy with his throws. Nicely played. 2-2. Of course, this set being a best of 7, still have at least 2 matches ahead of us. Good play, I think, by Malorian Thug there. He did, immediately after getting the first 2 aces, open with a throw, then do an attack, and then throw again. So, whether it was intentional or not, probably set up a strong expectation in Bob that he would try to play for more damage by going with either a dodge into True Power of Storms or going for more throws. So the raw triple ace move, very, very strong play given his past actions. Okay, Bob moving into Argarg. Nice. Good start for him. This can lead into a straight. Nope. Just 11 damage. +2. So Arg has strong play against Grave off of his blocks. Nice. Undercuts the J with a Q. Good stuff. Especially having just played one. You play the odds. Go for a strong J early. It's only really beaten by the Q. Unless Arg was going to play an immediate blowfish spikes or ace block. Going for the damage. Not seeing much value in going for knockdown against Grave. With 5 cards in hand, or it would have been, I guess, 7 cards in hand. Maybe an indicator that he doesn't have any strong damage to put together. Gets the bubble shield off. Really, really nice life lead for him right now, for Bob. Sitting on almost 40 points of difference. Okay. Dodging. Fairly good option, I think, against Grave generally, because he can quickly run out of throws. Gets his J beaten, but at least doesn't take any damage. Still a very comfortable life lead. Nice. Mal threatening to even things up with 2 Power of Storms. Again, be interesting to see if we see him play it raw or go for the throw game again. Yeah, goes for the throws. Catches a slightly slower 8 throw of his own. Can now threaten very nice normal mix-up into 2 Power of Storms if he has it. Could be counting on that to pressure into a block and therefore throw. Nope. Expecting a reversal. Blowfish Spikes is faster than True Power of Storms at 0.2 versus 0.4. So that reversal is much more accessible for Arg because it only costs 2 aces, and therefore is something that Mal has to play around, especially at low health. Ooh! Probably the worst possible, well, the second worst kind of combat loss he could have taken there. Losing 3 aces, getting bubble shielded. I would probably consider losing 16 health to Blowfish Spikes even worse, especially at this life total. Mal in definite danger here. Yeah, eats a K. This could be very big damage. Whew. Nice. 19 damage for fish is pretty outrageous. 12 health. I think Bob might almost be able to mono block his way into victory here. Adding insult to injury, getting the Joker off, threatening Blowfish Spikes, basically both sides of the ace as his mix-up. Oh, closes it out with an 8th throw. Nicely played. So Bob goes up 3-2. Lets the Hex finish him off. Damn, commanding game by Bob. That was brutal. Taking only 10 damage the whole set. Or the whole game, I should say. Yeah. Now switching back into DeGrey. High damage output. His 7 spin is incredibly good. Good start. Bob playing around Pile Bunker and point counterpoint there. Or just generic DeGrey throw opener. Or thropener, if you will. Catches the 10. Takes the damage. Troublesome rhetoric immediately on attacks. Very interesting. So, very strong play with point counterpoint in mind. Bob does respond by blocking. Takes 22 damage for his trouble. Evens up the life. Almost identical hand sizes. Definitely a time you want to go block. So Bob shows he has at least one ace. See what kind of reaction we get from Mal if he immediately goes for throw. Or continues to block, assuming that Arg is going to respond against the throw counter. Yeah. Nicely placed 2 there. Beats a very strong option. Gets nice damage off it too. Very even game so far. The Arg really has to play for long game for that Hex of Mirkwood of his to deal the damage that his combat reveals don't do, as he typically deals, kind of middling to low damage, and whereas DeGrey could just pile on ridiculous damage output. So difficult, I think a difficult matchup for him to play against. Tempo matters so much for DeGrey. 2 into J. Even off a 2 gets 12 damage. Very nice. Life total still fairly even, but again, that 50 health is going to take Arg much longer to chew through than DeGrey getting through 43. Fish throw. By the way, best throw animation ever. I picture Arg just lifting them, screaming, and then just settling them back down gently. Just please sleep. Please lie back and relax. Dealing that pacifist damage. Nice. Gets around the cross up. Goes back up to 7 cards. Haven't seen any Ks from Mal. I think no ace dodges yet. Nice. Gets the throw off. Big damage here. Yeah. Just like that. We are one strong combat reveal from a DeGrey victory. I believe that was the ace he revealed previously. No. So he has an ace of diamonds in hand. And plays it. Plays the double ace block reveal mix-up. Definitely has to make this advantage time count. So he has a real chance to play havoc with Mal right now if he can get a couple of combat wins off here. Any damage he gets is gravy. Mal powers up for a single ace. So dodge and attack. Yeah. Dodge and attack being both sides of that ace was counting on Bob playing a defensive option, either a dodge or a block, and just to see, because the tendency might be to wait to see what DeGrey plays, and he's definitely going to play the ace. But nicely played by Bob, playing into the ace threat. He is now one Blowfish Spikes away from closing out the set. He has other pairs. He can play it with a little more gusto. Just reload. And only a few combats away from winning off of Hex. Definite timer on Mal's play right now. So Bob stuffed his throw last turn. So do you play the throw again? Go to the ace. Bob has played very aggressively in the face of strong ace options. Okay, switches it up. So 4 free damage off of that dodge. Just has to play to win combat. Ooh. He has a king, this is over. Well, he has a queen, so it's still over. Nicely played by Bob. 4-2. Nice set. Good stuff, guys. GG. Thanks for watching.